That's a gift. If we go through life and we don't have gratitude for the gifts that we've already received, like how can we even make room to receive any more gifts? So it's anything like I get it. Yeah, we work hard and we have character and we do tell the truth and blah blah blah. But like God blessed me to be able to be aware enough to do that. It's all a gift. And if it's a gift, what do I have to be proud of? Like, okay, I got this Rolex watch, right? So I got this Rolex watch. I can be all proud because I got this Rolex watch. Somebody gave me this watch. I didn't buy that watch. What am I going to be proud of? It's all a gift. Your ability is a gift. Your skill is a gift. Your where you live is a gift. Who your siblings are is a gift. Who your parents were is a gift. The business that you have is a gift. The business that you don't have, that's a gift. It's all a gift. The people you love, that's a gift. The people who hate you, that's a gift. It's all a gift. Learn to be grateful for it and let it work in you the way that only it can work in you.
That's powerful stuff right there.
The Myron we're seeing today was probably shaped by thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people, and probably some key teachers along the way.
Sure.
And I'm a big believer that mentorship through books, content, proximity is one of the most powerful things you can get on this earth.
Hey, Josh, it's wisdom without the wounds.
Whew.
It is. It's the ultimate shortcut of, hey, you can shortcut the pain through wisdom. And I'm kind of just curious for you, how important has mentorship been for you throughout your career? And
Throughout
also,
my life.
And also just how to discern what the right mentor is, at that given moment. Because I feel like mentorship can sometimes be labeled as a single thing. But I also feel like there's mentors in different facets of all of our lives, whether that's through
100%.
faith, work, family life, relationships.
Sure.
So how do you kind of go about discerning that, and how important has mentorship been for you throughout your life?
Yeah, it's been absolutely critical. Every major breakthrough I've had in my life, I've had because of mentorship, and it literally started with my parents. I've got to give my parents credit. There's so much that they, for lack of a better way to say it, there's so much that they were aware of and didn't really have a reason to be aware of it based on how they came up and where they came up. It blows my mind, the stuff they knew and the stuff they taught my brothers and I. That blows my mind. I've had a handful of teachers when I went through school, a lot of mentors in entrepreneurship. I think about David Mitchell, a conversation, like a simple conversation I had with him one day, and when I was building my business, and I don't know, I was probably making $30,000, $40,000 a month, and I was doing all right. And I asked him one time, I might have been making more than that. I said, David, how many employees do you have? He said, oh, I don't know, 60 or 70. I said, doesn't that make you nervous? He said, nah. Charlotte and I have been praying for years that the Lord would give us a business where we could hire Christian people so they could take care of their babies. And I'm thinking to myself, who thinks like that? I've never had that thought in my life. Like, when I'm thinking about hiring somebody, I'm like, can I afford to hire him? Right? And so conversations like that. Mentorship like this guy named Ben Ginder. Ben was my upline in a multi-level marketing company. And I was making, I don't know, $4,000 or $5,000 a month. I was not a big deal. I was just a guy. Ben was making like millions, right? And this was back in the 90s. And I was on Ben's team, and I had people on my team. He would fly to St. Thomas with me and do events for my team. He would fly to Texas with me and do events for my team. He would drive to Florida and do events. I'm like, from Pennsylvania. I'm like, it's people who like demonstrated that they cared when I had apparently nothing to offer them, that made me realize, oh, that's the whole thing.